Okay, guys, bear with me as my voice really sucks right now due to the fact that I'm just now getting over the flu. But I'm going to try to show you guys how to use the attack planner, how to actually put it into play when it's time to attack. Uh, as I'm in the middle of dropping attacks on Greb City. So I'm going to pull up my attack planner, and I've already got the attacks lined out. In fact, I've already launched quite a few of them. And you can see all the attacks listed here. Always, always, always hit the sort by departure button. It's very, very critical. So you can see which one is up first. So right now, I've got the next one up is going to leave at 19:10:05. Checking the clock. I know I got a couple of minutes, so I'm good to go. Usually, I actually set the alarm on my phone, not the alarm, but the egg timer, so to speak. So it'll go off about 30 seconds prior to this one, because otherwise there's no way in hell I would be able to remember it. So if you want to edit these, or if you want to just double check them just to make sure everything's cool, you can hit this button here and take a look. Now, as you notice, it's populated with 65. And that's because when I first set these attacks up, that's all the LS that I had in this city. But this city's been steadily cranking them out, so it's at 86 right now. So if I want, I can just click on the 86. It'll repopulate it. Still got the same time, although I could adjust that if I want to, and then resave the attack. Okay, so it says it was successfully edited. I'm going to go back to that attack plan, and it resets this again to sorting by whatever method it uses. I can't figure out what it's doing here, but again, always, every time you come to this screen, hit the sort by departure so it doesn't screw you up. So anyway, now that's saved. You really don't have to go in there and edit it, because when you hit the attack button, which is this right here, the one you're going to launch it from, you can always change anything in here you want before you launch the attack. If you notice, this is the same screen you get if you were just to launch an attack via normal means. So I'm going to go through what I normally do here. I really don't care about the travel time, because all of that got taken care of by the attack planner. None of that really matters to me. What matters is the final arrival time here, and we're getting close to it. I just want to double check again, so I click on this to see what I've already got in the water and when my looks like my CS is scheduled to land 21:05:25. So we're getting close to that. I'm not worried about BP at all, or sticking to the times I posted. I want to get my stuff as close to the CS arrival as possible. So I'm pushing this one a little bit because I know I've already got some LS coming in on time. Shoot for now. Let's see what happens. And I may miss this, but I don't really care that much because I feel like I've got a lot more ahead of it. Let's see. What city was that coming from? Close this out. That was coming from Border Patrol North. So let's take a look here. See, and that one even got backed up quite a bit. I launched it at about 12, and it backed it up, looks like 7 seconds. So it put them right up there in the front where they would normally go anyway. But I want to try to get as close as I can, because you just don't want to give them any opportunity to step in there and snipe your CS by bringing in some defense right before your CS lands, and then all the other stuff you sent ahead of time really doesn't matter. So close that out. Now, what you can do here, and this is what I do to keep from getting confused, the attack that I just launched is still highlighted. So you can go down here and hit this little red X, and it'll remove that attack. So now it's not even on your board anymore. So what I tend to do is leave this screen up. I'll just minimize it. So you can go here and hit this little arrow, and that's going to show you what your next launch is. And again, if you're big into the details like I am sometimes, you just want to make sure you can go in here and adjust these numbers to fit whatever you currently have. Another thing to note is this will show you, based on what number of troops you have selected, it gives you the little cheat and shows you exactly how many ships you need to send. So you can adjust that if you want, send a couple of extras if you want. I mean, however you want to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and save that for now. Go back into the attack. Again, these things are out of order, so you got to sort them by departure again. Can't stress that enough, man. That's screwed me up so many times. So here we go. We've got 19:18:35 is the next time we're supposed to launch, which, given the time frame here, that's about 6 minutes out. So I'm setting my timer to 5 minutes and 30 seconds and hitting start on my phone. And now I'm going to go ahead and pause the video so you don't have to sit here and watch me do a bunch of other stuff. So now I can kind of go back to my routine, farming, doing whatever, while I'm waiting on this next attack to get ready to be launched. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. My alarm just went off, so I need to jump into the attack planner really quick. I accidentally closed it, so I'm having to pull it back up, go to the attack. Again, sort by departure. You've got 19, 18, 35. Looks like I got about 20 seconds. Hit the attack button. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Hey, it's been building hops for me, so there's a few more hops in there than was originally planned. Stick 10 boats in there because I'm looking down here at the little cheat sheet telling me what how many boats it needs. Make sure we're not overflowing. Don't want you guys hanging off the side. Wouldn't be really cool. So here we go. This is a troop setup, an OLU setup, so we really want that one to land closer to the CS. My CS is at 25, so I'm pushing this one. Even though it's a smaller amount of troops, I want to kind of get as close as I can without going over. A little Price is Right strategy, but let's see. This one's going to be close. Yep, missed it. Missed it by 3 seconds. So that's not that big of a deal. It's only 150 hops anyway. So since I missed this, getting it right in front of the CS like I had hoped, and it's all you guys' fault because I'm trying to do this thing instead of really focusing on what I'm doing. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and cancel it, let him come back. I don't see any reason to let it keep going. So I can cancel it straight from there. Would close this out, close that out, go ahead and delete this one since we're done with that one, get it out of the way, less confusion. So now here we are, we got the next one at 19:34:41. It's 19:19:41, so you're looking at 15 minutes from now. So I'm going to put 14 and a half in the egg timer. I don't know what you would call that thing. It's not like a stopwatch, it's just basically a timer on my smartphone, so it makes it really easy. So I've got that cranked up, and one of the things I wanted to show you guys, in case you don't know, some of the newer players, when you need to spell one of your attacks, and a lot of times it's recommended that you spell them if you can, especially because if you're going against a good player, if you don't spell them, they probably will. And you can lose quite a bit of ships. I've lost 50 LSs out of a 250 LS fleet just from a guy spelling me. That's a huge chunk. So I kind of have my own take on which ones to spell and which ones not. Favor is pretty important to me because I use Zeus to create mana cores. I also use Hera to create harpies. Love those little bitches. And then Poseidon, I use it for the Call of the Ocean spell to get the doubling speed of the harbor. So I really hate wasting favor on this kind of thing unless I feel like it's just absolutely necessary. One of the ones I really like is the Hades spells because I only really have Hades around for those spells, and I'll burn some of his silver, but I keep him around just for the spells. So I'm going to come in here on the 245. I would normally, if I was going to use the Hades spell to hide these things, you want to do it right after you launch the attack because then it may show him that he's being attacked for a second or two, but then it'll wipe it off his screen until that 10% time frame of the trip is up. I'm not going to do that on any of these because Greb knows I'm coming. No reason to hide him. And if he was going to spell me to fight me, he would already be doing that. But I've got some info from other Alliance members that have sent clearing waves that there's been some stuff in there. So that kind of has me, a little concerned. Plus, I want to kind of show how you guys do this. So, okay, so basically, let me back up here. I've got the 245 LS going. That's my biggest LS that I'm throwing at it. So I want to have the spell to have the biggest impact. So if you're going to add 10% to it, better to add 10% to 245 than 10% to 86. So you can click right here on the little symbol for the attack. That's the only way I know how to do it. And you pull up the little attack showing when it arrives, all the little data, and you go over to spells here, and then it shows you the spells that you can lay on it. So I'm going to go to Zeus, and I'm going to check the favorable wind, because it's going to give me the 10% bonus to the naval forces. And looks like I've got enough favor to cast it. So I just blew 250 favor on that, and hopefully it doesn't land on nothing, and I wasted basically half of a mana core. So we'll see. So it doesn't look like it's updated it. So let me close this out and go right back in. Okay, so now it's updated. And the way I know that is you can see this little uh, it's actually the favorable wind icon that attaches to it. So you can know which ones of yours you spelled and which ones you haven't. Now, I want to spell my biggest OLU. I've got a full OLU nuke coming in, but I haven't launched it yet. So I'll spell it after that. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and bring it back up when I launch my next attack. Okay, here we are back. I've got an attack coming up. Oh, crap, like right now. Looks like they produced more LS. Here we are at 2105. I'm going to go ahead and toss that out there and see how much the computer game screws me on my time. So tossed it at 25:10, pushed it forward to 17. So it pushed it forward 7 seconds. You know, they say there's like a 15-second plus or minus window, but I've never seen it go more than 10 seconds either way, and typically no more than 7 or 8, every now and then 9, in case you're trying to do some stuff like I am and push it and get it really close to your CS to help prevent sniping. Okay, gonna go in here and delete that attack, and coming down to another one. Looks like we got some back-to-back situations going on here. So okay, so here we go. Batman is actually a city that I'm converting from an OLU nuke to a defensive nuke. So I've still got some LS hanging around that for some reason just never seem to hit anything. So go ahead and launch those now. See if I get lucky, those will pop up right. Nope, they ended up right near the beginning. So we'll see. So closing that out, going back into the attack planner, deleting that, excuse me, that attack. And now we're looking at the next one, which is 1938, 2 minutes from now. So I'm going to wrap this video up. I think you guys have seen it. Send me any questions that you have, and I'll see what I can do to help you guys out. But again, this attack planner, really awesome tool. Saves you a lot of legwork, and using a calculator, pen, paper, and algorithms and all that kind of crap. So, all right, guys, we'll catch up with you later. Long live the Empire.